All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel with your boy Weenix for yet another episode of Inazuma 11 Victory Road. And this time, guys, it's getting juicy. It's almost crunch time. So, from the release of this video, we should be 26 hours away from the release of the live stream, the Heroes Showcase 2025. And for those of you who aren't aware, this showcase should be one of the last big reveals of what we should and could and will expect in the upcoming Inazuma 11 Victory Road game. And so this live stream is confirmed to be 40 minutes long, and I will link the link to the YouTube live stream so that you guys have the ability to kind of have a look at it when it airs on Friday. And I just thought that it would be relevant for us to kind of go over what information we do know so far, and maybe a little bit of speculation as to what we can expect. So, first things first, there was this kind of 5-star workshop devlog that Akihiro Hino did. Yeah, I mean, this bit's kind of waffle. It's not really that relevant. So we'll just scroll down to the Inazuma 11 piece. So basically here you can see him saying that the release date and final specs, the announcement is coming soon. So let's talk about Inazuma 11, our next big release. And honestly, we've gone all out for this one. There are so many features packed into the final version that if we tried to fit them all into a promotional video, it'd be way too long. So we decided to host a special showcase instead. We're calling it Inazuma 11V Victory Road of Heroes Showcase 2025. It'll be streamed on April the 11th, which can be read as Good 11 Day, okay? Internally, we originally referred to this as the final specs presentation, and that is exactly what this showcase is. A full rundown of the official release and everything included in the final version of Inazuma 11 Victory Road. Don't worry though, we won't be spoiling the story or any other surprises. Best experience through gameplay. Also, pre-orders for certain platforms will become available not long after it, which is interesting and good because I'd like to be able to pre-order this as soon as possible. I've already pre-ordered the Switch 2, which is good. As for the release date, well, let's just say it might slip just a tiny bit due to the ripple effect of Fantasy Life. I'm sorry, but rest assured, we believe the final date will be one that players can look forward to, so stay tuned. Many of you are thinking they've already shown so much in the demo, what else could there possibly be? And to those with such concerns, prepare yourselves to receive a relentless training under a waterfall style barrage of Kaniku Busters. I feel like that's a Kinnikuman, the wrestling anime reference. I don't know if that makes me sound old or young, but yeah, I'm actually excited just reading that. We've made major improvements to the gameplay systems revealed in the 2024 demo, refining every aspect so that both competitive players who love the thrill of matches and players who want to immerse themselves in character growth and story will be fully satisfied. Taking that all into account, Inazuma 11 Victory Road is now officially the largest title in Level 5's history. Mate, they are putting the effort into this game. This is what I like to hear. This makes me hyped. The final stages of development involve a truly massive workload, but the team is tackling it with full force, confident that this game will make a real impact both as an RPG and an online competitive experience. We're giving it everything we've got to bring this new era of Inazuma 11 to life, so please hang in there just a little bit longer. Mate, I don't know what to tell you guys. If that doesn't get you excited for the Heroes Showcase tomorrow, I don't know what will. Alright, and so following on from that, I thought, since I haven't covered it on the channel, because I've been missing, maybe other YouTubers have, but you need that Weenix coverage, you know what I mean? It's the good stuff you're all waiting for. So, we know that this isn't going to change at this point, so it will be released June 2025, which ironically is the same month that the Switch 2 is releasing, so fingers crossed that we will also be getting maybe, possibly a Switch 2 edition, we shall see. I mean, it is the biggest game from what he's just said in level 5 history, so maybe they'll get that special Switch 2 treatment. That would probably be the most hype thing could possibly hear. But yeah, so I thought let's go through the kind of new bits of info that are here that we've kind of not really covered. And so the first one being, let's see, so story mode. Obviously, we know about Destin Billows, which is his dub name. Unmei Sasanami is the Japanese name. Harper Evans, Haru Endo. So their encounter marks the start of a magnificent tale. Thanks to the friends he met at South Sirish Junior High, Destin manages to regain his passion for football. Together, they try to revive the neglected football club. Will they be able to topple Ryman Junior High, the reigning champions? This will be an underdog story about overcoming hardships, growth, and challenging the very strongest. That is the new Inazuma 11. Mate, I'm just hype. This is a good time. I've booked Friday off work so that I can watch the live stream and then make some videos on it in prep for Saturday as well. Oh, so yeah, I'm ready to go. But yeah, so Chronicle mode, we're going to face off against Inazuma 11's past, which will feature over 5,200 players, featuring every character from the series. This includes characters from different versions, releases, and season passes. Excludes characters from some collaborations. Mate, this is going to be sick because, like, I don't know about you guys, but when I played Inazuma 11 3 Bomb Blast, one of the reasons why I got that game specifically was because I really liked the idea of playing with a young Rococo. So the idea of him being a playable character as well, like some of the young versions of characters as well, is super cool to me. But 5,200 is great. I would expect that we're going to get lots of information kind of covering a bit more on kind of Chronicle mode and fully how it will work. We have the brand new caravan that you can travel through time to observe all of Inazuma's history. So this is going to be the medium by which we actually kind of interact with Chronicle mode, and so we should be able to face up against teams from the past in Chronicle competition routes, which is kind of like the competition routes that we had in previous games. You know, in terms of as you beat them, you'll probably get chests once you kind of complete it, and those chests will have like really premium items to upgrade your players, that sort of thing. And you can unlock new characters by using bond stars in player's universe. So obviously we'll see how correct I am, but my logic here says, considering it's in the Chronicle mode section, that as we unlock characters, certain characters are obviously going to have links with each other, and you know, all these different players that we have across the scope of the series are going to have their different like kind of affinities, and they might have like more than one type of affinity, and so as you get these players that have kind of links with each other, it'll unlock certain things and kind of either make those specific players the players they link with, or just players of that kind of typing, or Kizuna star as it's called, to kind of strengthen them. So I can see that being a thing. Now Bond Town, this is such, oh, chef's kiss, a great feature. Build the Inazuma 11 world of your dreams. So you can place objects and characters in your personal town after acquiring them in other modes. You can play football or mini games with other players and connect with each other. This is just really good, so it's going to just be great for kind of like sharing your Bond Town with your friends. Obviously, as we can see here as well, we do have the character customization, which is just phenomenal stuff. Like honestly, this is probably like one of the best features, because you can make your character customized to be, you know, modeled after your favorite character. In this example, it's Fubuki or Sean Frost, or you can kind of make them entirely specific to kind of you. I hope the customization is good enough that it can, you know, closely match what people are looking for. So you can create your own avatar. Your avatar can be trained and participate in matches in all modes. You can also change your avatar's appearance to your favorite character, which is what I just touched on. Then obviously we've got the Victory Road online tournament. Compete in a huge online tournament and aim for the top. So I think in previous videos, some of which I will kind of link In this video as well, we did obviously touch on how tournaments, or at least the ranked ladder, was in the beta. So I assume these tournaments will be an expanded, more fleshed out version of that. So that should be interesting, and I'm sure once again in the Hero Showcase tomorrow that should be covered more extensively. So that is the game mode introduction, and then I wanted to kind of just briefly go over the characters. We might do another slightly more in-depth video after the Hero Showcase, just because I get the feeling that this website will be updated once again. But we have been given the kind of the teams, or at least the main players in these teams, and all of their names. So we know Thierry Reyes, Cade Shelby, Alex Lafontaine, Reika Shinahara, Destin Billows, Briar Bloomhurst, and Cedric Freud. I am curious as to how come Reika has kept a Japanese name and the rest of them do have kind of proper dub names. It'll be interesting to see if there's any kind of particular reason why that is the case, or if it's just kind of a chance occurrence, really. And then in Ryman, let's have a quick and cheeky look. Now, this team does look crispy. Guys, is it me? The character designs, they're looking good. They look like kind of, characters that you're really going to enjoy. I love how we've totally mixed things up. Have you guys noticed that, this guy's clearly modeled after Gwenji to some degree, and now he's the goalkeeper of the team, and obviously Endo's son is now the striker of the team, or at least I think he's a striker anyway. Yeah, it's an interesting dichotomy, and I'm sure that'll get hashed out more. I do also want to make a video at some point in the next couple of weeks, kind of going over my initial thoughts on the characters as we see them now and what we originally thought they would be, and any sort of theories that we have on that. But yes, so we've got kind of Harper Evans, Darian Moonward, Talon Lewis as the other striker. This is kind of clearly going to be like the Kido to Harper, and also he is the captain actually. Like, obviously, of course, it's the best MVP and kind of the best player on the team, but in terms of your actual midfielder and captain, we've got Darian here, and then we've got Eleanor Estrella, or Estrella, Maddox Jackson, Colton Sharps. I won't delve too much into names, but obviously noticing a similarity to Jude Sharp there. Jasmine Carmine, Boone Retburn, Clement Mariner, Leia Capitan, who's going to be kind of like playing your manager role, but like, like the young female manager sort of role. Xander Warmington, that Warmington and Blaze, interesting. And Viorian, is that Viorian? Malaby. Like, oof, yeah, we're definitely going to go into these names. I've got some ideas, that's for sure. And then we've got the manager as Addison Norris. Okay, and then the final one, we've got Northbright. So obviously here we've got Mr. Turner himself. Yep, Neil Turner, who used to be from Brainwashing Junior High, if you guys remember. And then we've got some really cool looking characters here. So I think he's probably the coolest looking character on the team, in my opinion, as the goalkeeper. He's definitely going to have a sick goalkeeping Hisatsu, 1 or 2. We've got Nikas Himmelstein, Ivan Mercer. You've got very European-y names here. Himmel, Ivan, Erdem Barath. He actually looks pretty cool too. Taliesin Greenhunt, Jeepers, Hawkeye Savid, Chase Winthrop, Bodie Field, what a nice shiny bald head. Autry Rogers, I like that name, Autry, and the blue. Blue's my favourite colour, so digging that style. Sentry Scarborough, Neil Turner, Milo Rankin, and Peak Fletcher. So that sums up the characters that we have been kind of given some info on. And then we'll just quickly go over the match system for just the things that haven't been covered too much. So obviously Commander Mode was something that they ended up releasing a little bit further on down the line in terms of releasing information for. And so this is basically, for anyone who's played, games like Football Manager, a manager mode, whereby you're not actively controlling the players on the pitch and dictating where they move, but you are controlling the strategy of what your team will do overall. And I think this is really good because it adds a certain level of replayability to the game. Not everyone likes a super competitive game. You know, sometimes some people just want to have fun, and this will definitely create a kind of bit more of a laid back play and feel for players, which I think is really good, giving lots of people different ways in which to enjoy the game. And some people, you know, that's why Football Manager is so popular. People like that laid back, right, here's what my team needs to do, let's see how well my tactics play out when they play themselves. So I think this is going to be really exciting to see. Lots of different ideas for making videos on that as well. And then we've got team training, so we've got team passives. So characters possess unique sets of team passives. Combine them to make them even stronger. So we did see, you know, aspects of this in the demo and the beta already. You know, obviously we had breach teams and kind of other teams just like that. So that's kind of, you know, what we can expect with team passives. I'm sure it'll be kind of hashed out a little bit further and a bit more in depth, so I'm curious to see how that's progressed since the beta. And then we've got the Ability board, which is short for Ability Learning Board, which unlocks a character's skill tree and allows you to determine their path of progression. Now this is exciting. I really want to see them explain a bit more how the skill tree works. I'd be curious to know how different it is for each player. You know, whether certain like fan favorite characters have specific things in their skill tree that, you know, other players just don't have. So that'll be really exciting. And obviously with 5,200 different players, you can imagine there will be some really sick abilities that people will have to spend the time to discover. And then finally we have Bond Link. So you can set relationships between characters to boost your team's overall abilities. So it seems like there is a multitude of different ways in which you can kind of strengthen your team, be it Bond Link, Ability Learn, Passive, and I forgot what the other feature was from the other side of things. But yeah, that basically covers everything that is kind of new so far. And obviously by the time that this video comes out, we should only be about 26 hours away from the Heroes showcase live stream, which should be really, really exciting. Please guys, in the comments down below, let me know what you are excited for and what you think and hope we're going to be shown in this showcase. And yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Hope it kind of got you excited and ready. And if you did like the video, please remember to drop a like, comment and subscribe. We are grinding back to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and I'm just going to keep this this content going. So appreciate you guys. Stay safe. Deuces.